Aitah for telling my wife she's just as racist as her parents. I 53 am white. My wife of 30 years, Naomi, is Japanese. We have 3 kids. This story focuses on my oldest son, Kyle, 28. When Kyle first got to college, he began dating a Japanese girl. And when he introduced her to my wife, Naomi loved her. They didn't end up working out. But for the past 3 years, my son has been seeing Dani, a black girl. My son was in medical school across the country, and he ended up meeting Dani because they both were volunteers at a soup kitchen. I remember the first time he sent a picture of her. My wife immediately didn't like her. I'm going to try to phrase this without sounding ignorant myself, but she looks like the urban black girl most think of when African American women. She has the big hoop earrings, the long nails, the long eyelashes. I think she looks stunning, but I've never been in a situation where I was involved in African American culture. Recently, my son moved back to our city for residency, and Dani moved with him and started law school. They were staying in an Airbnb while looking for a place, and this week they finally found one. So they invited us over for dinner. Dani cooked soul food, and this stuff was amazing. I complimented her food, and my wife gave me the side eye. Naomi then pulled out her phone and asked Dani, why does she dress like that, and why was she twerking in public? Kyle asked his mom what her problem was. I then took the phone to scroll through Dani's Instagram. And while she did have some videos of her having fun, she also had plenty of pictures of her academic achievements. Before Dani could answer, I told my wife Dani is young and having fun. I asked, did she see that Dani graduated cum laude or all the time she volunteered? My wife looked angry that I would bring that up. Naomi then said that she thinks that Dani isn't good enough for our son. Dani then asked why Naomi loved Kyle's ex so much. She didn't graduate with honors. She has many different boys that she posted on social media. Dani then said it's evident the reason Naomi doesn't like her is because of her race. Naomi doubled down and said, so what? I've never heard Kyle even disrespect his mother, but he told her to get the fuck out. Naomi left crying. In the car on the ride home, I asked her what was her problem. She asked, why didn't I defend her? I said because she was being a racist and a hypocrite and she's acting just like her parents. Her parents didn't like me because I was white. She just said it's different and was just silent on the way home. And when we got to the house, she locked herself in the room and started crying. I can't feel bad for her because if someone disrespected my wife the way she disrespected Dani, I would have absolutely did the same exact thing Kyle did. But Aitah because I was also harsh towards her in this situation.